Let's talk about death. Yes, I said death. We're all going to die. All of us. All of us. That's for sure. The only thing that we don't know is when. And yet, this is a subject that so many people avoid talking or looking in the eyes of it, in the eyes of the people who lose, in the eyes of the people who are dying, and so on. The good thing is that in the last few years, more and more people opened up for the thought about this, of death, for the knowledge that death is something that we cannot avoid, and therefore, let's develop new relationship with death. Tomorrow will be 5 years for the passing of my beloved man of 48 years. 5 years is a long time, and that's what people say. But in a way, 5 years is no time because when we come to evaluate or to measure or to feel or to understand, if there's such a thing as understanding, the length of time, it's impossible. It's impossible. When people ask me, did it go fast? I say, I don't know. It went fast, it went slow. I don't know. I do know that even though I knew that grief takes its time, I had a feeling that after 5 years, not that I thought of the 5 years as a number that is going to be different, but I thought it's going to be different than it is. Let me say more. In a way, things feel easier. It's so hard to put words in this. Not really easier, but different. Almost like something, not almost, like something that I learned to live with because I realized that he's not coming back, not in body. And in the last couple of years, maybe, I learned to live with this idea. I can't say I learned to live without him because I always miss him. But I learned to live with the idea that this is the nature of death. Maybe. But when people say you're going to get used to it and you're missing him, you'll miss him less and less. Mm-mm, it's not true. It's not true. The whole my man left behind him is never going to be filled or hasn't been filled yet. And I have rich life, I have fulfilling life, I love what I'm doing, I love my life, and I love my man, and I want him back in body next to me. So I know that only people who have experienced loss and are, what would be the word, are willing, because it's not a skill, it's a willingness, are willing to build relationship with this topic, they will understand or they understand. But people who either haven't been in this place or have been in this place but developed their own defense mechanism of not feeling the pain, not feeling the grief, not looking into sadness and grief and sorrow and mourning with open eyes, but their ways of surviving. And I really do not judge. I just know that we are treating death and loss in very different ways. When I come across a person who has the decision and awareness to experience death in a way of looking into its eyes, I find more at home. I don't I don't know anyone to tell me how to feel. Like I will not tell anyone else how to feel. But I want a respect, a allowance to feel what I feel. At the beginning years, it was really, really difficult because I could feel that people are waiting for me to get over it, even if they didn't say. You know, the body language or the way that they stopped looking at me or stopped listening. They were quiet, but they were not listening. I could feel that their heart is closed. And believe me, I did understand. Not at the beginning. At the beginning, I was very disappointed. But later on, I realized that not everyone wants to feel it. Not everyone can feel it. Not everyone should feel it. I don't know what word to use. But I, as the person who was grieving, wanted to have someone who can contain it, who can contain me with my grief, with my sadness. I'm very grateful to the people who could. And if you are one of them, you know it. If you're not one of them, I still respect and love you. So, what I want to say here is for people who are going like me through a journey of learning to live without a beloved man, a beloved friend, and taking in account that it will have all sorts of days. A few years before my man died, there was another woman in our community, in our neighborhood, that lost her husband. She was also old. She is older than me, and very independent woman. I really loved her. I wish I could say her name here, but I won't because I haven't been in touch with her for some time, and I'd rather um, not disclose her name because of privacy. Uh, I remember talking to her 2 years after her husband died, and she told me, you know, Zahara, every night when I go to bed, I cry into my pillow. People think, oh, she's come over it and she's doing very interesting thing in her life, which is all true. She said, but I have not overcome it. I still miss him a lot. That's what she said. And I thought, wow, I never knew it. I listened, but I never knew it. And then when my husband died, and now after 5 years, tomorrow, I can understand even more because missing the person who we lost is not getting easier. Maybe it gets harder because it's like maybe still at the beginning here there is still the feeling that it'll be okay, or he will come back, or things will change. And all of this is true. Not that he's coming back. His memory is here, but not in body. What is true, what is not true is the evaluation or imagination of the chunk in the heart which is pulsating and still there. And more, as I grow older, and I know that I know less and less, the more I grow older, the more I know that I know less. I'm allowing things which might contradict each other, and they do contradict each other, to be part of my life. Because what is the option? Either not to live, which is not an option for me, or to push them away, or to bury them, or to run away. And I learned that running away from pain, it's not working for the long run because The pain will not disappear. The pain might transfer to other things. And I had a time in my life that the pain has transferred into body pain. Not that I avoided grief, because when my man passed away, I made a conscious decision that I'm going to invite grief, because if I don't invite grief, grief will still come. And I decided then that I will do the grief work as long as needed. I then also discovered how in grief there is love, and in love there is grief. And in a way, they are inseparable, love and grief. It's not either or. It's like being being happy and feeling sadness. It's not either or. It's both. We have the capacity to experience both. Or having joy in life, and mourning can go hand in hand. So next time when you meet a person who has just lost someone, or just not has just lost, but lost, and the person tells you that she or he are in pain, stay for 1 minute. Death is not contagious. Sorrow, maybe sorrow, yes, but it won't hurt you to experience sorrow or sadness if you don't allow it usually. This is another vehicle to grow from: sadness, grief, sorrow. So when you meet a person that tells you how he or she misses the person who died, spare a minute and create in your heart a space for a short time if you can't be there for more. I know that you're only going to gain if you're able to do it. Of course, if you're not able, you won't even contemplate of doing it. So my message, do I have a message? Yes, why not? My message to people, to all of you who lost someone, and maybe later in another opportunity we'll talk about someone or something, but right now I'm talking about someone. If it's a husband or a wife or a child or a parent or an uncle, someone who is or an aunt, someone who is close to you, a good friend, I want you to know that I am with you. I'm really with you, even if I don't know you. Even if we never met and we will never meet, I want you to know that I am with you. And I'm not going to tell you move on. And I'm not going to tell you all these, sorry, but it's bullshit things that, oh, they would want you to move on. Yes, my man wanted me to move on. And I have moved on, but I still miss him, maybe for life. So to all of you people who lost someone, I'm so with you. And I'll say even more, if in your life you don't feel or don't have anyone that can just allow you the space, get in touch with me. I can sit and observe and witness your pain without offering you any remedy, because the remedy is in the listening. The remedy is in being able to contain the feelings that you feel that are going to kill you. I know. I've been there. And sometimes I'm still there. I send you a big hug with no words. And if there is a way for me to celebrate and honor the death of my beloved man, it will be this one, to make it possible for other people to be in grief, in your heart.